call a spare leave out here, although
might have to
chances for both, I guess.
Yeah, I think on Larry's, I might want to go left on that piece of wood. Larry's trying, and that close. Alex Pendleton, the 1-2-7-10. 2 full in the head pin.
Well, right now a 10 for Bob Kelly is good. Larry Valcourt certainly with a shot at a 10 here. Firing at the 6 pin, and he's got it. And there's the carryover. Alex Pendleton will have to take 8. So now box number 8 is worth $50, and those scores remain close, but Alex and Larry running 1-2. Bob Kelly and Pat Pay, 3rd and 4th. Pat for the spare.
Oh, wow. I can't believe that.
Neither could Pat.
Bob Kelly's bid for spare, and he too gets tapped on leaving 1 pin standing, and both thought they had the marks, and so didn't we.
10 for Pat Pay. 10 for Bob Kelly. Let's take a look at what happened on Pat's attempt. Oh, how did it miss? Everything dancing around the 7 pin. Alex Pendleton still in the lead. Just catching a bit of the head pin, and look at the wood.
It's a tough shot without the wood out in front because they have that sleeper in the back, the 8 pin.
I think I like Alex's chances right here. There it is. Maybe good enough for a $50 skin also. Unless Larry can make a shot here. Oh, he got it! Takes it away from him, and a high five from Alex Pendleton, well deserved. Creating the carryover, Larry Valcourt with a dandy.
Wow. It's twice Larry's done that to Alex.
That makes this 9th box worth $75 now.
Bob Kelly will shoot at the 7-10. Pat Pay off target left.
Yes, Bob finally gets a break as the ball comes back to get the 10 pin. That is Bob's first mark after going 5 opens in a row. Pat Pay takes 8. Let's take a look at Bob's shot. Watch for the ball behind the 10 pin right there.
Well, both Larry and Alex will be working on marks, trying to preserve their 1-2 ranking so far in this match.
Another a $75 skin on the line here in the 9th. Bob Kelly with a spare up. Oh, it's going to be tough shots both sides here. And small fills both sides also. 4 for Larry and 3 for Alex. And coming back to get it. Oh, how about that? To create the carryover. Wow. Nice try by Alex, too.
That microphone is open down there. I'm surprised Bob Kelly had a few comments for that one. Just looked like it barely touched the 3 pin. Or actually the 6 pin, I believe, in falling into the 3 pin.
Let's see.
Yeah, right here. Just taps the 6 pin. Just enough to tip it forward into the 3.
So this 10th box is worth $125. Pat Pay first. Almost the strike. He leaves the 2 pin. Bob Kelly does get the strike. Bob heating up in the last 2 boxes. That's strike on spare for Bob. Pat counters with a spare. So they'll both stay up there to fill these marks. Bob Kelly's strike.
No doubt about that one. Nice ball by Bob Kelly.
Bob's had a very funny string. He had 2 marks early and now a couple of marks late. Pat gets 6 on his mark for a 107. Bob looking for the double, and that close.
A lot of pins in the last 2 frames. Make it 40 in the last 2 frames.
For a 132.
Yeah, quiet 132, wasn't it?
I'll say.
Wow.
And remember, the strike leads for the skin, $125 here in the 10th.
Alex Pendleton was leading this string most of the way. Now he's got to at least put 1 mark up to have a chance at catch Bob Kelly.
Larry's working on a spare. Last chance to have the skin. He pulled it. And Bob Kelly has himself a $125 skin in the 10th. So Bob wins his first skin of the day. Obviously, he was just waiting for the carryover to pop. Oh, big spare for Larry Valcourt. After the 2 fill on the half Worcester, Larry Valcourt works out of it with a spare. Alex took a 10 for a 123, which is where Larry is, plus this fill ball here. And he will take 9 with a tap for a 132 to tie Bob Kelly for the high game here in string number 1. 122, I beg your pardon. No, that should be 132, a spare 9 in the 10th for Larry Valcourt. So it's 132 for Bob Kelly and Larry Valcourt. They share the lead after 1 here on Candlepin Skins. Here's the money that's been won so far here on Candlepin Skins. Bob Kelly waiting till the 10th, that big carryover, and taking it home, $125. Alex and Larry also on the board. Pat hoping to get there in this second game, and Bob, with that money leading total, will lead game 2. He also is the co-leader in pinfall with 132 in that opening game. Certainly everybody well within range, though. Especially, remember, it's not just the winner that comes back next week. It's the top 2 finishers that will return.
Yes, we have both Bob and Larry at 132. Followed closely by Alex at 123 and Pat at 107.
And again, keep in mind, bottom of the screen there on the CompuScore board, you'll see the running totals, the cumulative totals of the 2 games as we continue, so you can keep an eye on how your favorites are doing. Pat Pay. Pat really hasn't gotten himself started yet. Converted a single pin for a spare in the 2nd in the first game, and then in the 10th he had a spare, but that's been it. He'll take a 10 to start game 2. I'd like to take a moment here to welcome a brand new sponsor to Candlepin Skins, the Car Phone Store of Nashua. Big strike, Larry Valcourt. May take a skin here in the first unless Alex can match him. Manager Vince Colati and the gang at the Car Phone Store of Nashua on Daniel Webster Highway. Oh, my. I'll get this in eventually. The guys keep throwing strikes on me. So Alex takes that skin away from Larry Valcourt.
Larry did it a couple times to him in the first game. It's sweet payback for Alex on that one.
Bob Kelly now. Oh, how about another? 3 strikes in a row by 3 different bowlers.
All right, Pat. No pressure, right?
Bob Kelly crossing over to the 1-3 pocket.
No cheap ones either. They're all 10 pins moved out of there pretty quick.
Oh, and hey, another one! 4 in a row. Not all in the same box, but 2 in the 2nd and 2 here in the 3rd. That, of course, automatically creates another carryover, regardless of what Larry and Alex do.
Larry, Alex, a little.
With the bat out of turn.
That's right, yeah. Just wants to get up. He figures there's only a few more strikes left. He wants to get up there early. Got to be up there before Larry did. Larry misses the head pin, but leaves himself the 1, the 3, and the 6 pins, trying to go spare on strike.
And
outside again.
Spare. Wow.
He's got that 6 into the 3 down pat now. It's the second time. Watch this. Head pin just tips the 6 pin into the 3.
That's the second time he's done it on a spare, but he had it happen on a strike also. So it's 3 times Larry has had a backdoor mark. Oh, Alex with the 1 on the first ball. Fortunately, he's working on a strike here. So he still has a chance to bail out. He'll take 4 on his strike. Of course, the carryover was already in effect, so this third box will be worth $30.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Big mistake by Alex. Just 18 after 2 boxes. And you can see trailing both Bob and Larry, and those 2 bowlers have marks up. Pat Pay also working on a strike, which Pat would really like a double, get him back in the total pinfall race.
Almost. Bob Kelly looking for the double strike.
Bob seems to all of a sudden caught fire toward the end of that first game, and he's carrying it right into the second game. Spare on strike.
Can I try again now on the car phone store?
Yes, please do.
All right. The car phone store of Nashua on Daniel Webster Highway South in Lamplighter Square, right across from the Pheasant Lane Mall, thanks to Vince Colati, the manager of the car phone store. Stop in. Tell him you heard about him on Candlepin Skins. Or you can call him up and tell him.
I think I just sort of heard a phone ring just as we speak. That's 9 fill on Pat's strike. So the carryover skin belongs to Bob Kelly right now with that spare.
$30 skin here in the third. Larry on his spare. Pulled it, half Worcester left. Larry could use another one of those backdoor shots right now.
Ooh, good bid on the spare, but down to 1, or it's going to be Bob Kelly's.
$8 for Larry. So the spare up for Bob Kelly is good right now for the skin, with Alex coming up to challenge it.
Well, he could throw a strike and take it away from Bob and keep it himself, or put the spare up and we'll have another carryover. Oh, got a good break when the 7 pin went down. Now he wants his wood to flatten out, because that's not an easy shot. 3 in the 9, and he's not going to like it.
Oh, almost. So that's a $30 skin for Bob Kelly. Adds to his winnings. And a 10 for Alex Pendleton. And as you can see, Larry Valcourt and Bob Kelly running in first and second respectively now, although Bob will take the lead undoubtedly with this spare fill as he steps up in the fourth, which is worth $15, by the way. Bob only takes 5, and he was not real happy with the way he threw that ball, I don't think.
Pulled that one way to the right.
Bob will take a 9.